The point of discus technique, if we're going to do a full spin, all we're trying to do is generate more power. So here's what's going on. At this point, the right foot is about to come off the ground. So you're going to enter on your first single support, which means your weight's on your left. The right has come off. Okay? What in good discus technique requires you to turn your left foot well. And if you listen to some of my stuff, I'm always talking about the left foot. This is because when I was taught, where I was at in my technique, my left foot didn't turn very well. So when I first started working with him, I'd slam my left foot, my hip would break, and I would kind of hop into the ring. He taught me that the left foot needs to turn smoothly and continuously as you start the throw in the back of the circle. And this sets up everything else in the ring. And so in the second stage of discus technique, it's all about getting the left foot turned and the right foot coming off the ground. Here's what I want it to look like. You wind up. Once you've wound up, the first thing to move is your left heel moving forward here. And as that happens, the right heel comes off the ground. You got space between your knees. Move here. So this is the load position. Here, discus is behind me, left arm's in front of me, left heel is turned all the way forward, and the right heel's up. I got this space between my knees. This is the load. This is setting stuff up for the next position. So let's review. The first stage of the throw is the wind-up. The second stage of the throw is the load. It means you're loading your left leg. Third stage of the discus throw is the sprint. You're going to come off of your left leg. We wind up, then we load. The next thing we're doing is going to sprint. That means we're here. The right foot's going to come around. The left foot's going to come off. So that in-between spot, when the left foot is about to come off the ground, and the right foot's out, left arm in front of you, that's the sprint. The fourth stage of the throw is what I call the transfer. So what we're doing here in the back of the ring, we're generating energy, is transferring that energy from the back of the circle into what you're going to do in the front of the circle. And this is very important. Actually, for me, this is an area I had, even still have a little bit of issues with, because my position going into this transfer isn't quite right. Let me show you what is right. So the transfer, step 4 and step 3, the sprint, are similar. They happen almost simultaneously. So as the left foot comes off the ground, that right foot needs to slam. So you do have a moment of airtime, a moment when you're off the ground, but you want that to be short as possible. That left foot needs to come off the ground super fast, and the right foot needs to land super fast and hard. Boom. When that right foot lands, so if I'm throwing this way, I want my right foot perpendicular to where I'm throwing, and up on my toe. So a lot of times we have issues, the right foot lands, we land it flat, and then it can't turn. But our footwork on the cement needs to be smooth and continually turning. When our feet stop and get stuck on the ground, we lose energy, lose power, and that's what we're trying to do here. So the transfer, what's important, is the right foot lands in the middle of the circle, facing this direction, up on your toe, and your weight on top of the right foot. What this allows you to do is to turn on that foot really well. That's what we want to do, because we want to create speed and energy. So the transfer is coming from step 3, where you're sprinting, transferring that weight, that energy, into this front half of the circle. So it'll look something like this. You notice I have my left arm going forward, the discus arm is still going back, and I'm on top of my right foot, up on my toes. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more practical videos on discus training, be sure to click up here to subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in learning about how I can help you throw farther, click up here to go to my website. And I'll see you on the next video.